Just a day after Workers' Day, May Day, yesterday we're discussing labour-related issues around the day and also speaking about how some things have changed drastically and some not so much in the labour space. How South Africans are shaping their destiny, especially in times of recent changes, is what we look at now. Workplaces, we mentioned yesterday, are changing and employers embracing new digital tools, which has also inspired entrepreneurship. So today we're joined by Bongani Moko, who is a fashion designer and entrepreneur, to tell us how small businesses are getting creative amidst these challenges. A very good evening to you, Bongani, and thank you so much for speaking to us.
Good evening, Tepiso, and good evening to the viewers at home. Thank you so much for having me.
So yesterday you launched an innovative new venture at Tembisa Mall. Tell us about it and how it tied in with Workers' Day. Why was it important to do it on Workers' Day?
So the initiative was called Fashion Displacement Day on Workers' Day. So for us as fashion entrepreneurs, we had to come together as workers in the fashion industry, share ideas, collaborate. It's important now with the pandemic for us to collaborate and to start working together more than ever.
So how would that collaboration work? Tell us, what exactly did you do?
So at Molo Tembisa, we've got this most dynamic concept. It's called a Kasi Collab. It's a Kasi collaboration. So what the Kasi collaboration does is to bring in fashion designers from the township, bring them in a retail store, give them an opportunity to trade at a retail level. So what we've done is we came together, fashion designers and small entrepreneurs, workers in the fashion business and entrepreneurs, workers in business. We came together, we exchanged ideas, we fed off each other's energies, we fed each other's customers, and that's how we can grow, moving together. That was the whole idea.
So basically, I mean, what you're saying is that you ensure that if one of you is without work, the others carry each other, but at the same time that you also spread the wealth, given the fact that people are holding back on spending on clothes and fashion accessories because there obviously isn't much money to do this.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Also, what I have done personally, as an entrepreneur, one has to come up with ways. People are not spending a lot of money these days. People are unemployed. I mean, the pandemic has left us stranded. So it's important for us to collaborate. I think with collaborating, we can reach a greater ground when we come together. Different times we've had to come up with different strategies to try and draw in the customer. The customer is not likely to spend easily like that because they don't have a lot of money. They are faced with a lot of things. So it was important for us to try and draw in the customer, host events, host fashion shows, bring people together.
So, Bongani, what I find quite interesting is a lot of the people that you're collaborating with, a lot of them are self-taught, and they got into the business because they were doing something else, but in order to make ends meet, then started to do something else. Tell us a little bit more about some of your partners.
So some of the partners we have in the Kasi Collab is a brand called Ozi. There's a brand called Run Me Trend. What we've done, a lot of these started as hobbies, but the more you work, you get interested in getting to know more. You want to do more, and you grow in that sense. That's how we've grown. We've got in the Kasi Collab brands like Divine Fashion House, UD Fashion House, Azania. So those are just some of the brands that we, as Moko Design House, have collaborated with.
And I've just seen we've showed you visuals of Cuffed. What was interesting about Cuffed as a label is that they work to uplift young offenders. Tell us about how your collaboration is giving back to the community at the same time.
It was important for us to get brands that invest back in the community, to collaborate with a brand that Cuffed, a brand that gives ex-offenders an opportunity at a time like this. Half of the time, correctional services are supposed to help you correct your mistakes. After you've done that, but you find a lot of youth struggle with work because of the criminal record and things like that. So it was important to put a brand like Cuffed on a platform like that, to spread the message to say, listen, these are ex-offenders. They've done wrong. They've taken their lessons. and now they're doing something amazing.
They want to be cuffed to a different future, a future with dreams. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Bongani Moko is a fashion designer and entrepreneur, speaking to us about a novel idea that artists, entrepreneurs and small businesses are using to overcome the difficulties of COVID-19, lack of opportunities and lack of business. So they are feeding off each other, and they've all collaborated and are now working all in one space, that is at Displacement.